You found a late 90s Mainship 39 online, and for a few minutes, your retirement problem feels solved. The dream starts with a quiet marina, a cup of coffee, and no mortgage. You imagine cruising 6,000 miles on the Great Loop. But the expensive mistake isn't just buying a boat with hidden rot. It's buying a design that fundamentally mismatches your daily life on the water. Today, we're skipping vague advice and breaking down 3 exact, legendary boat models that dominate the Great Loop: the Mainship 390 Trawler, the Carver 356 Aft Cabin, and the Ranger Tugs R-29. First-time buyers focus on purchase price. Experienced liveaboards focus on how a hull handles low bridges, shallow water, and 30 days of continuous rain. 1. The Mainship 390 Trawler, the classic workhorse. When retirees picture a Great Loop boat, they usually picture the Mainship 390. Driven by a single diesel engine protected by a deep keel, it draws just 3 feet 8 inches, perfect for shallow southern channels. Its height easily clears the mandatory 19-foot 6-inch bridge limit in Chicago with the mast lowered. Picture approaching a lock in heavy wind. The 390 features deep covered, walk-around side decks. Your partner can safely walk from bow to stern with docking lines without balancing on narrow ledges or slippery decks. At 7 knots, it burns just a couple of gallons an hour. The trade-off? That semi-displacement hull will roll. Crossing a choppy sound with wind on your beam will send loose items flying across the galley. The 390 demands patience, but for safety and economy, it remains a benchmark. 2. The Carver 356 Aft Cabin, the floating condo. If the Mainship is a sea cabin, the Carver 356 is a floating waterfront condo. Carver eliminated walk-around decks to push interior living space to the absolute edges of the hull. The highlight is a sprawling aft stateroom with a walk-around queen bed and a private ensuite head with a separate shower stall. When guests visit, they get a private forward V-berth and second head. It completely eliminates the shock of downsizing. But that interior volume creates a severe penalty: height. The Carver 356 sits tall, acting like a giant sail in crosswinds. Docking in a 15-knot breeze can turn a calm afternoon into a high-stress test of your marriage. Furthermore, its height flirts with bridge clearances, often requiring you to dismantle canvas enclosures. You trade exterior agility for supreme interior luxury. If you're researching your first liveaboard boat, subscribe before going any further. This channel helps you navigate retirement boat life without expensive guessing games. Quick question: would you trade easy docking for the massive living space of the Carver 356? Let me know in the comments below. 3. The Ranger Tugs R-29, the modern pocket cruiser. The Ranger Tugs R-29 represents the modern pocket cruiser movement. At under 30 feet, it packs modern systems, bow and stern thrusters, and a shallow 2.5-foot draft into a salty tugboat profile. Imagine pulling into a packed marina on the Trent Severn Waterway. While larger motor yachts pass by tight gaps, you tap the joystick on your R-29 and slide sideways into a tiny spot. Docking takes 3 minutes with zero heavy lifting. Slip fees are low, fuel burn is minimal, and you can even trailer it to bypass boring stretches or avoid winter storage costs. The catch? Extreme proximity. You are living in a tiny home. 3 days of continuous rain will test any relationship. Engine maintenance also requires boat yoga, contorting into tight hatches to change filters. The R-29 demands minimalism, but for nimble cruising, it is an absolute powerhouse. The final lesson: the perfect Great Loop boat does not exist. Every hull is a trade-off. The Mainship 390 gives you safety and fuel efficiency at the cost of roll in open water. The Carver 356 gives you condo-sized living at the cost of windage when docking. The Ranger R-29 gives you effortless handling at the cost of tight living quarters. Successful loopers pick the trade-offs they can live with every single day. Which of these 3 designs fits your retirement style best? Drop your answer below, hit the like button if this was helpful, and subscribe for more realistic liveaboard advice. Keep your dreams big, but keep your budget realistic. See you on the water.